My dears, the world will try so very hard to tell you who you are. It will shout and it will whisper, trying to place you in a box not of your own making. But your true power, your phenomenal self, is a secret you must learn to keep and to cultivate. Don't you dare click away, because the last thing I have to say, it is the rainbow you have been waiting for. Your voice, I want to speak to you, child, about your voice. Not just the sound that comes from your throat, but the symphony that is your truth. For some of us, that voice is buried deep. It is buried under the rubble of being told to be quiet, to be polite, to be small. It is buried under the weight of expectations that we did not ask for. I know what it is to be silent, to have the words build up inside you like a mighty river that has been dammed, and the pressure feels as if it could crack your very soul. But a voice, once it decides it wants to be heard, is the most powerful force in the universe. It is a key. Your first job is to find that key. You must go on a great expedition into your own heart, into the quiet rooms of your own history, and find it. It may be rusted, it may be bent. You may not even recognize it at first, but it is yours. It was given to you at your birth, a divine inheritance. And when you find it, you must clean it. You polish it with your experiences, with the books you read, with the music that makes your spirit stir. You polish it with the tears you cry in the dead of night, and with the laughter that erupts from you so fully that your belly aches with joy. This is not a task for a single afternoon. This is the work of a lifetime. When you begin to use it, do not be surprised if it trembles. A voice that has been silent for a long time is like a limb that has been asleep. It needs to be coaxed back to life. Speak your truth, even if it is only to the mirror at first. Say your name. Say, I am here. Say, I matter. These are not small words. They are incantations. They are the seeds from which a mighty forest of self can grow. Speak of your joys. Speak of your sorrows. Give name to your fears, for in the naming, they lose some of their power over you. They are dragged from the shadows and into the light, and they shrink under its glare. Do not ever allow anyone to take your voice from you again. People will try. They will try to shout you down, to tell you that your experience is invalid, that your feelings are too much. They will try to edit your story to make themselves more comfortable. You must stand as a guardian at the gate of your own mouth. Your voice is a sacred instrument. You decide the music it will play. It can be a lullaby to soothe a hurting friend. It can be a war cry against injustice. It can be a poem that captures the beauty of a sunset, but it must always, always be yours. And in its authenticity, you will find a strength you never knew you possessed, knowing worth. Now that you have found your voice, we must talk about the house it lives in. We must talk about you, your worth. This is something that the world is desperate to define for you. It will try to measure you by the smoothness of your skin, the size of your waist, the number in your bank account, or the person who stands beside you. These are lies. They are flimsy yardsticks trying to measure the vastness of the cosmos. Your worth is not external. It is not something you can earn or be given. It is your essence. It is the very fact of your miraculous existence. To know this, truly know it in your bones, is a revolutionary act. You must carry yourself as if you are a vessel of great price, because you are. Walk into a room not with arrogance, but with the quiet, unshakable dignity of someone who knows they have a right to be there. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin. It is not about challenging others, it is about honoring yourself. It is a physical manifestation of your inner truth. When you respect yourself, you teach others how to respect you. You set the standard. You are the queen of your own inner kingdom, and you must furnish it with self-love, with compassion, with forgiveness for your own stumbles. So many young women are taught to be apologetic, to apologize for their space, for their opinions, for their very presence. I want you to excise the word sorry from your vocabulary unless you have truly done a wrong that requires amends. Do not be sorry for asking a question. Do not be sorry for needing help. Do not be sorry for being brilliant, or for being sensitive, or for being strong. You are a complex and wondrous creation. You do not need to sand down your edges to make yourself more palatable for those who are unwilling to appreciate the masterpiece that you are. When you know your worth, you will no longer accept crumbs when you deserve a feast. This applies to love, to friendship, to your career. You will recognize when you are being undervalued, and you will have the strength to walk away. Walking away is not failure. It is the ultimate act of self-preservation. It is saying, "My peace is more valuable than your presence." It is understanding that your energy is a precious resource, not to be squandered on those who would drain you. Your worth is a fire within you. Tend to it daily. Protect it fiercely, and let its light guide you through the darkness. It is the most reliable compass you will ever own. Cultivating courage. Courage, my dear, is a muscle. It is not a gift given only to a chosen few. It is a quality that is developed through practice, through facing down the very things that make your heart pound in your chest. I have learned that courage is not the absence of fear. Oh no, fear is a constant companion on this human journey. It is a primal, necessary response. Courage is looking that fear right in the eye, acknowledging its presence and saying, "You may walk with me, but you will not make my decisions. I am the one in charge here." Life will present you with endless opportunities to practice your courage. It will come in large forms and in small. The courage to leave a place that is no longer serving you. The courage to start something new when you are terrified of failing. The courage to love someone with your whole heart, knowing the risk of heartbreak. The courage to stand up for what is right even when you are the only one standing. Each time you act in the face of fear, you strengthen that muscle. You add another layer to your spiritual armor. Do not mistake bravado for courage. Courage is often very quiet. It is the quiet resolve of the student who is the first in her family to go to college, filled with doubt, but showing up for class every single day. It is the quiet grace of a woman who has been wronged, who chooses not bitterness, but a path of healing, however long it may take. It is the quiet strength of admitting you were wrong and making it right. It is the deep internal fortitude that allows you to get out of bed in the morning when grief sits on your chest like a stone. You must prepare yourself. Life can be brutal. It can be unfair and unkind. It will knock the breath from your lungs. There will be times when you are brought to your knees. This is not a sign of your weakness. It is a sign that you are living, that you are engaged with the world. The test of your courage is not whether you fall, but how you rise. And you must always, always rise. You rise for yourself. You rise for the ancestors who dreamed you into being. You rise for the young women who will come after you, who will look to your example. Your resilience is your legacy. It is the story that will be told about you, the story of a woman who, despite it all, found the courage to stand. Being rainbows. There is one more thing. It is perhaps the most important thing I can tell you. After you have found your voice, understood your worth, and cultivated your courage, you have a responsibility. But it is not a burden, it is a privilege. You have a responsibility to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Now, I do not say this lightly. A rainbow is a beautiful thing, a promise. But it only appears after the rain, after the storm. It is the light shining through the water. Your own struggles, your own heartaches, your own storms, they are the very things that qualify you to be a rainbow. When you have known despair, you can recognize it in another's eyes, and you can offer a hand, not with pity, but with the profound understanding of a fellow traveler. You can say, "I have been there. I see you. You are not alone." That is a gift of immeasurable value. You do not have to have all the answers. You simply have to be present. Your presence, your compassion, your willingness to listen without judgment, that is the light shining through. That is the arc of color against a gray sky. It is a sign of hope. This is not about saving anyone. You cannot live another person's life for them, but you can be a sanctuary. You can be a momentary resting place on a difficult journey. A kind word, a shared meal, a heartfelt compliment. These are not small things. They are the stitches that hold the fabric of our humanity together. When you have been shown a kindness by a stranger, when someone has believed in you when you did not believe in yourself, you have seen a rainbow. Your job is to pass it on. So when you see another young woman struggling, when you see someone bent under the weight of the world, do not turn away. See the cloud, and then be the rainbow. Let the light of your own hard-won wisdom shine through. Let the colors of your own experience, the deep blue of your sorrows, the vibrant yellow of your joys, the fierce red of your passion, Create something beautiful for them to look at. This is how we heal. This is how we build community. This is how we change the world, not with grand gestures, but with the quiet, courageous, and profound act of being a light for one another. This is the purpose of your phenomenal life. It is not just to survive, but to thrive. And not just to thrive, but to do so with passion, with compassion, with humor, and with style. To live so fully and so well that your very existence becomes an act of grace. You are a gift. Now go and be a blessing. I'm 22, and I was having the worst week of my life when this video found me. I cried through the whole thing. The part about not apologizing for my presence and being a guardian at the gate of your own mouth. It hit me so hard. Then the final part about being a rainbow in someone else's cloud. I feel like my purpose just clicked into place. Thank you. I'm going to carry this with me forever.